Hey y'all, so today I'm sitting out here in my garden, and this video is taking a completely different turn than what I had originally intended, to introduce y'all to the Little Miss fig tree that I added to the garden. About 2 years ago I did a video on a precious little dog that was abandoned at my mother's rent property. She took her to the vet and she did have a chip, and it told us that her name was Coco. The owner said they had given her away and they couldn't remember who to. We think they abandoned her. Someone abandoned her because she was living on the streets and digging in people's trash, and my mom took pity on her and started putting dog food on the porch at the vacant rent house, and we did some work over there for her, and she started trusting us, and my mom said, could you please give her a home? And we did, and we've had her for almost 2 years. And as it turns out, Coco had heartworms, and we couldn't afford the thousands of dollars that it cost to treat her. So we gave her the best life possible. We kept her, she was an inside dog from the time she came to live with us. I'll put a link down below to the original video where I introduced you guys to Coco. She didn't have the best start in life, but she had a pretty good ending in life, living here like a little queen in our house with our other 2 dogs. But without x-rays, the vet thinks one of the heartworms got into her lungs, and within a week and a half she could barely breathe. And I had to make, I wasn't gonna cry, but I had to make the decision to put her down. And as some of you know, that's the hardest decision that you'll ever make, because you're like, maybe she'll get better, maybe can we give her some antibiotics, can we give her something? And the vet said it would be $1,800 just to find out if that was in fact what was wrong with her, if one of the heartworms got in her lungs. But she said the most humane thing we can do is to end her suffering. And so they brought her back out to me, and her little tail was wagging. And I told him, just get this over with as soon as possible. Tommy couldn't be there with me to hold her, and I held her, and God, I didn't want to be crying in this video. But anyway, we planted a fig tree. We buried her here, and we planted a fig tree in her honor, to always remember Coco. And the people, for lack of a nicer word, I mean, that's the nicest word I can think of, who abandoned her. I'm just not going to say anything. She was a very sweet puppy. Anyway, because I had done the original video, I thought I owed it to you guys to at least tell you a little about Coco, and that she did finally pass away. And if you guys don't have your dogs on heartworm preventative, you should do so, because watching her gasping for breath, trying to love on me but hardly able to breathe, it was very hard. And I know to some of y'all they're just animals, but to us it's almost like losing a child. So anyway, we gave her the best life we could. We did the best we could for her under our circumstances, and hopefully all dogs do go to heaven. But anyway, so we planted this little fig tree in her honor It's a little Miss Figgy. It's a dwarf tree, and it won't get all that big, but it will have a lot of figs on it. So if you ever hear me referring to it as my cocoa fig tree, then you'll know why. But you guys love on your pets today, and like I said, get them on heartworm preventative, because if Coco had been on heartworm preventative in her life, you know, she wouldn't have died like that. She would have lived much longer. The vet thinks she was 7 to 10 years old. I'll put up some pictures of Coco, but yeah. You guys have a great week, and I'm gonna go clean my face up and try to clean out the fish pond. So anyway, sorry it was so negative, but I did need to say goodbye to Coco. So we'll see you guys on the next video.